Morning. Happy, when did you say? Thursday. Thursday, day 10. Hello, guys. Getting a little block to sit on. Oh. Early morn. Good morning, Chloe. How are you doing? Did you sleep well? I feel a little bit like mellow, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna pump that up. Also because it's still very much overcast, and then when it's chiller, you feel more like I want to stay in bed. You know, that feeling. Who else is on? I cannot see. I only see two people are on. I hope you had an amazing sleep, because sleep is really important. Hydration is really important. So I'm not sure if I made the right decision to good morning, girl. I slept short, but well, that's important because sometimes you sleep a lot, but you didn't rest. So it's better to keep it short and sweet, right? So yeah, I was saying, I don't know if I made the right decision to come and be outside because it's pretty much overcast, but the weather forecast doesn't say it's not gonna rain. So we're just gonna take a risk. We're just gonna take a risk and be here, and if not, we move inside like yesterday. But I don't think it's gonna rain. But you know, Mallorca, you never know what's gonna happen. So, just one household news. Tomorrow, I will not be live in the morning at 10:30 because I need to run a couple of errands in Palma. And I say it straight away so the ones that hop on to watch the video later on the replay, comment #replay, can also know that tomorrow at 10:30 I will not be here because I need to go. I have 2 doctor's appointments, and you know how it is with the doctors. You get there at 10:30, or I mean you're supposed to be on at 10:30, and then eventually you don't get in until 11 or something. So. And then I got another one at 1 o'clock. So tomorrow morning is not going to be an option. If I can, and if I have time, and if you guys have time, then I will be doing it during the evening. So let's stay just in touch. Morning, Rita. Let's stay just in touch and tell me what more or less is a good time, and then we'll see what most of the times combine or are the same. And then we can do the stretching at night. What do you say? He doesn't care. Okay, so I would say let's start warming up, and let's get into stretching. Good morning, Itare. How are you? So, a bit windy, so let's just put my hair back. Good morning to everyone. Good morning for the ones hopping on. And now, Rita and Yintare, I was just saying that tomorrow morning there will be no stretching session because I need to go to Palma and I don't know what time I will be back. So just comment what time more or less will be good for you and see if we can make it an evening session. Maybe there's more people that find an evening session good as well, so we see what time is good for everyone and we can stay in touch. So I almost I almost sat on a cat poop. Almost. I say almost because really I didn't, but it was right next to it. Saved. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's warm up a little bit, and I want to warm up. I really want to try to create space in the hips today. So first of all, we just gotta warm up our regular, generic, general stretching. We roll the shoulders a bit, like that. H. There we go. Cats and dogs. And we roll the arm. Waking up a little bit. That's it. Both. Oh. And forward. That's it. Like so. front and back, like that. I mean, 10:30 is really not late. Early, I mean. But I don't know why. I get up in the morning, let's say 7:30, 8, and then by the time it's 10, I'm tired again. You know what I mean? Do you ever have that? So let's just twist the back a little bit, like that. Okay, and we move the hips, make some space in there, wake them up a little bit, twist them around, like that. Other side. So let's wake up a little bit the quads slowly, like that. Moving. I'm gonna check a comment. Gooey. I won't be able to participate Friday afternoon and Saturday probably at all. That's okay, Tara, don't worry. You can just hop on whenever you want because the videos, as I say, are always here. So no worries that. I'm also, for the first time since lockdown, gonna go Saturday to birthday party of my godchild. Finally seeing my family. We're all good, and we've all been in lockdown. And my godchild, like my two nieces, are so picky with who's been in lockdown and who's not. And they don't want to see people that have not been quarantined, like new. So funny. Okay, so let's swing the leg a bit front and back, like this. So we really wake up the hip socket. No need for like pretty movements, just let it hang. And if you can do it without holding yourself, at the same time we create some stability and strength in the other hip. Okay, I'm gonna do the other leg. That's it. Let me check. Buongiorno Grazia, come va? Tutto bene oggi? Tutto bene, cos'è? Portoghese? Non lo so neanche io quello che sto dicendo, eh. Comunque spero che stiate tutti bene. Alright guys, stretch up to the sky and back. Okay, and we are going to sit, and we're going to cross the legs right in front, one in front of the other. If you can put one leg on top, that's also good. Maybe you created some more space during the last 10 days because we've been in this for 10 days already. Crazy but true. All right, so we slowly go from side to side, and we breathe in, reach for the sky and back. Take your hands backwards and stretch them out. Cross your fingers and stretch them out. Buddy, cosa fai? Hey. No, un gatto, dai, quello di sempre. Okay, and now slowly take the same arm that is crossed in front or on top, and we reach out to the sky. We use this hand as a helper, and we really stretch, so we get an extra stretch in this lower back area, which is quite difficult. If you can, you put the elbow on the floor. If not, you can hold it here. Always keep the shoulder down. This is like some extra stretch for the lower back, but also the obliques, like that. And bounce very slowly. Just keep it very easy. And we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna switch legs. So now in my case, left in front of right or left on top of right. Breathe in deeply, reach the sky. Breathe out, cross the hands backwards, cross the fingers, and stretch out your arms. Stretch out your arms, yes. And slowly release them. And now leg that's on top, same arm, and we really want to reach out and stretch over. Keep the shoulder down and keep the ribs stretched and knitted, and really stretch to the side. If you can, come down with the elbow. If you feel like you're not completely awake in that area yet, just breathe in and out and really stretch it out like that. And breathe in and out slowly. Come back. That's it. Stretch out the legs. There we go. And now we are, before we going into a butterfly position, we are going into a diamond position, right? So it's basically like a butterfly but further away. And we just slowly want to sit here and release the tension that we have in the groin, because somehow when we sit straight up, we have like a tension in the groin, right? So you can sit straight up, but you really have to, rather than stress the groin, you want to activate your core. So activate the core and try to relax the groins, okay? If this is painful for you, like I always say, you can use the blocks so that you can actually relax, because you can let gravity do its thing, right? So you can do this. If you don't need it, you can obviously leave them out. So I just want to sit here and breathe in and out really deep 3 times. So we do the first breath and I'm going to check the comments. So here we go. Breathe in, release the chest, and breathe out. Take one more deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Perfect. So, grazie. This is your day 5. That's amazing. No worries. You can hop on whenever you want. That's the good thing about that the video is still recorded, okay? So, now we're gonna try to really push the core to the inside. So if you have a chance to look at Split Challenge Day 8, we're really talking about how to mobilize this lower back, and we have exercises for the knees. So what I want you to try is really, like, instead of letting it go, activate the core, yeah? Really activate the core and feel like you're giving a little push, like when we do cat-cow, the same warm-up thing, you know? But I really want you to not only sit back, but really push back. So you really feel that your hip is tilting forward. Alright, so your hip is like tilting forward. And now I want you to release and try to tilt your hip back. I don't know what's going on with my dog, but okay. Tilt the hip back. And again, tilt the hip front and tilt the hip back. So it's not only about moving back and forth with the body, but really try to move this lower area, okay? So we do this a couple of times. Just try it. If you're not getting there yet, no worries. Okay, there's a frog singing for us. Okay, and we'll try to do that very slowly. I'm going to check what you guys are saying. Hoi Ingrid, goedemorgen. Ik haak niet af hoor, maar ik heb het niet te druk. Ik pak het later op. Begin weer helemaal opnieuw. Promise. No worries, Ingrid. Don't worry. I know we're all busy and we all have life going on, and I totally get it. Like tomorrow I will not be here at 10:30. I'm going to repeat that for the ones that hop on, because I also got to go to Palma and the doctor. I don't know what time I'm coming back, so I'm going to try to see if I can record it in the afternoon, or if not, then we'll just head over to Saturday. So we had a rest day, which is not bad, and I will actually leave like a little post what to do on a rest day. Maybe that's an actually good idea, because stretching every day for a challenge is good, but it's not always necessary. So I'll write actually a post what to do on a rest day. All right, so we did a little bit of hip tilting, right? Try to not stress the groin, just dissociate the groin from what you're doing. And Now we're slowly just trying to go forward. Don't hunch in the shoulders, just keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. If you're sitting here, that's totally fine. Just try to tilt the hip and move a little bit forward. If this is your maximum stretch, that is totally okay. We're trying to stretch a little bit more, and you really feel this hip area and the side of the leg and hip. And that's exactly what we're going for. So in the meantime, you can wiggle and play with your toes so they get warmed up as well. And if you can, relax a little more. Now breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. And on the exhale, we deepen the stretch a little bit. Here we go. Personally, for me, this is a really hard stretch. I really feel it. And if you're not really confident, don't overstretch, don't over push. Hey, where were you? What were you doing? Ciao. Okay, so slowly come up, breathe in, and stretch out the legs. Cosa c'è? Come faccio a stirare con te un braccio? Non posso, no. Stretch out the legs, perfect. Now we're slowly gonna flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and flex and point. And now switch the feet one by one, flex and point, and flex and point, and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Here we go. Now we roll the feet, both of them, towards the one side that you decided turning them to, and we switch to the other side. That's it. Perfect. So, alrighty. Now we are going to lay our back, right? Take our knee with us, pull it towards our chest. That's it. Pull the knee towards the chest and really place yourself correctly, like shoulders on the floor, hips on the floor. Try to not make your back too hollow, but since you're pulling your knee, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now we're going to stretch out the lower leg and really feel those inside muscles, hip flexors, and probably the leg that you're pushing towards you, pulling towards you. You're going to feel a little bit of the groin. So we slowly, very slowly, going to move inwards, the knee inwards, and feel where it kind of hurts, so you know what's your limit. Of course, don't overstretch where it hurts. And I'll come back to the center again and slowly drop the knee to the side. Don't fall into it. Stay straight. So you can help your knee with your hand, or again with a block, and try to release some stress and tension here. That's it. And release the block. Come back in. Take a couple of rounds just like that. And now we're going to stretch out the leg to the sky. Flex and point and flex and point. Flexy and pointy and flexy and pointy. Now try to pull the leg towards you. If you can hold your calf, that's perfect. If you can hold your ankle also. I'm really stiff in this exercise. You guys know that. I've been told you a million times. So don't stress yourself over that. It's not a competition. This is just for you getting better and more comfortable in your body. Now bend, twist the knee out, And if you need a partner here, cross it over. We take the lower leg, take it up, and cross it over on the knee. That's it. Cross it over on the knee. Now we take the hands, we needle them through, and we stay here and really feel that hip opening up or releasing. That's it. Yep, breathe in, exhale. And you know, guys, the key to stretching and to create mobility is to hold the position. So I'm really making an hour out of it, but to give you as much information as I can within that hour. But stretching is something that you could sit like this for 15 minutes when you finally start feeling that it really releases, okay? So stretch up, unthread the hands, take take the leg, put the lower one down, don't release the hand. Now take the same arm, put it in the hollow of the foot, like this, okay? Put it in the hollow of the foot and try to stretch it out to the side. If you cannot put your hand in the hollow of the foot, just stretch it out, holding your knee here, for example. And this is where a towel or a TheraBand comes in handy, because you can hold it like this and you won't feel too much pain. Okay, if you can, hold it like this. We're gonna hold it for 10 seconds, guys. Activate the core. That's the most important thing, okay? So breathe in and out. Breathe in, and I'm gonna count down while you breathe out. Breathe out, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, and bend in. Take the knee and stretch it up and out. Okay, yes. Wiggle it out a little bit. Perfect. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. Good, we are not 1,000 feet, right? So really pull the knee towards you. Try to really release the stress in the hip joint and in the hip flexor. Pull the knee towards you. That's it. Yes. Okay, that's it. Wiggle a little bit around. Feel where your limit is. And I actually feel much better now. So I hope you guys are feeling much better too. So slowly come back to the middle again. And now slowly drop the knee to the side. Don't fall into it. Stay nice and placed. Drop the knee to the side. You can hold it with your hand or put a block or book like this. And now we're slowly gonna rotate a couple of times like so. Yep, last one. And to the chest, and stretch out, flex and point, and flex and point, flex and point, and flex and point. Now slowly try to take your leg, whether it be to the knee or to the calf muscle or in the ankle. Try to pull it towards you. It may be here, maybe here. That's perfectly fine. Everyone within the range of flexibility and range of motion. That's it. And now bend the knee, twist it to the inside. Pull up the knee, the opposite leg, and stretch out the leg, place it one on top of the other, needle it in, whoa, and slowly relax and release the stress in the hip. That's it. Okay. Put the leg up if you want some extra stretch. Hold it. Come back. Now hold the leg. One leg down, or if you want to, you can hold it up. Put the hand into the hollow of the foot and stretch it out. Of course, if you are here, perfect, or with a TheraBand or a towel, like this. Perfecto. You're gonna keep it for 10 seconds. Breathe in and out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bend inwards and place it on your chest and slowly release. Yes, that's it. Now wiggle out the legs. Perfect. Now slowly turn around, come up. Okay. Whew. Mariska. Okay. I'm gonna just have a sip of water. You guys should probably have a sip of water too. Who we got? Justinas. Hi. Bella, good morning. Pien, goedemorgen. Lamas. Drink while you stretch, guys. It's super important, okay? So, and when I say drink, I mean water. Don't get a beer or a rosé. You can do that later, but not while you stretch, all right? So, now, come back to the mat. If you didn't leave, stay there, okay? And we're gonna curl the toes under, and we try to sit here. If this is where you get, that's perfectly fine. You can also use something to help you, like this. And if your knees hurt, then by all means, don't push it too far. And that's for everything. If something hurts, never push it too far. Just want to wake up those toes a little bit. Now we're going into tabletop and stretch out the toes and go back in child pose. Whoops. In child pose. And we are going to stretch the groins and the back. Stretch out the arms towards the front. Release. And breathe in. Come back to tabletop and rotate. So you really start feeling a bit of motion within the hips. Now that we did some hip stretches, voila. I still want to do a little bit of cat and cow. So we go for cat, breathe in, and release. That's it, cow. Here we go. Breathe in, and pull. Cat. Really, really, really stretch the back. Now, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Continue. Breathe in. Cow. Breathe out. Cat. Last one. And out. That's it. Alright, guys. Let's get into our lunges. I think we're good. So 90 degrees. There we go. Just like that. And we tuck the toes under. And if you need the blocks, of course, get them. If you don't need them, use your hands. And I want you to release the knee from the floor, really align the back leg with the ankle, the knee, the hip, and the whole line so that you get a really good stretch the way you're supposed to get it. And I want you to really push back into that calf muscle like that, exactly. Breathe through it. And now I want you to wiggle back, forth and back and forth. Here we go, back and forth and back and forth. 2 more times, 1 more time, and release the knee to the floor. Really stretch it out. Point the toes, and if you can sit here. If you need a block under your knee, that's totally fine. Or a book, whatever you have. Not the milk carton, I tried that was not a good idea. Nah. Alright, so keep on stretching. Now breathe in. Really breathe out. And deepen the stretch. Really feel that release going on. Breathe in. Breathe out. For the ones that want an extra stretch, move the foot out just like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come down on your elbows if you want to. Breathe in. And exhale. If you can, we're going to pull up the back leg like this and release down. And again, pull up, release down. Pull up, release down. Now we pull up and we pulse 3 times. Pull up, 1, 2, 3, release. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Now breathe in and pulse 3 times. And release. Body's looking at me like, okay, breathe in. Pull up the knee. That's it. If you feel comfortable, you can try to reach over it and hold it. Of course, you will open the hip on this side for now. If you have true squared forward, that's also fine. Come back and place the foot inwards, and now we're slowly gonna stretch back our hips and flex the foot. Fleck it. Don't flex, but fleck it. All right. That's it. Perfect. Now we kind of stand up, push the knee from the floor, and we stretch both legs in this pyramid position. That's it. Perfect. Now take a deep breath and step next to the other foot and change. And we're going into 90 degrees. And we change leg. Yes. Okay. The whole thing from the top for the other leg, of course. So, what did we do? Yeah, we were here. We curled the toes under. We really try to align the toes with the ankle, with the knee and the hip. Really make a straight line. And we slowly start to release the knee from the mat. And we really push into the calf muscle. That's it. Push into the calf muscle, slowly and gently, of course, but without fear. Here we go. So we want to move, wiggle front and back, front and back, front and back, and front and back, front and back. Last one.